Hello, my name is Georgia and I'm joining you from the brand new Crowne Plaza Hotel in Adelaide, South Australia. Just like many of our IHG branded hotels, we rebranded to our roles as hotel services. This meant that in addition to being front office GSAs, we would also be concierge and, when needed, food and beverage. This meant that we could also park valet cars, store bags, make tea or coffee, or even assist in breakfast if needed. We would hope that this provided a bit of consistency for our guests and also saw that we were able to be adaptable to any of their needs. As our hotel services employees are multi-skilled in many departments, this meant that when a guest called or emailed about a short notice lockdown, anyone was able to help them. It also meant that they would be transferred less times, resulting in a positive experience. Our hotel provided flexibility with cancellations and late notice lockdowns. We allowed them to cancel free of charge or change their date with no extra charges. This meant that when the guest was free to travel again, they would have us first in mind, as they received a positive experience. In 2020, Crowne Plaza was in its pre-opening stage, scheduled to open in April. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we decided we would open in November. During this time, our management team created a Facebook page that we could stay connected with and also share updates about the hotel. There were also weekly Zoom meetings that we could attend. The human resources team at our hotel took the opportunity to be able to upskill us colleagues in our downtime. Our main online training portal is called IHG My Learning. One required training was the IHG Way of Clean module. This training showed us how we could physically implement the IHG Way of Clean in our hotels. This showed us how we could safely welcome guests back into our hotel and also provide them a safe check-in and check-out experience, while also showing our brand promise of IHG True Hospitality. Here at the Crowne Plaza Adelaide, our main capital expenses is our iPads at the front desk check-in. This allows for us to still face-to-face check-in with the guest, but to use technology to avoid the use of our pens and paper. This means we're able to provide a contactless check-in. We also have a software on our TVs that provides our in-house digital compendium and also allows our guests to check out on the television. We are also in the process of having our MyStay digital check-in experience brought in. This means that a guest will experience an express check-in, but we will still provide that warm connection as they will need to collect a key at the front desk. In terms of our operating expenses, providing that paperless check-in is able to save us in our operational expenses. We also actually have our Whistle messaging software. This is a software that allows us to communicate with guests over SMS message. This means that we're able to provide guests with quick information or any updates if needed. We also have our sanitising stations around the building that is an operational expense, as we need to continue to refill those to be able to provide for guests. We also do have safety kits available, including masks, gloves and sanitisers that is available for guests at check-in or check-out. The success of these approaches can be measured in a number of ways. We use technology as a tool to measure our success through our heartbeat guest tracking system. This shares surveys to guests to provide their feedback throughout their guest journey. We also depend on stakeholders, site inspections and industry suppliers to tell us and give their feedback on how we are doing. The first thing I would do is print out the backup reports to see how many arrivals we had remaining. Luckily, we check in all of our VIP guests, therefore they will remain unaffected by the crisis. Second thing we would do is use our reservations agent to forward the phones to all of our central reservation line, so that any guests who will be making new reservations won't be affected either. Next, we'll begin manually writing out our arrival registration cards so that we're ready to have any guests come and check in. Next, we will manually cut their keys through our system staff lock. That would mean that we only need to cite ID when they get here, and then we can hand over the keys. One operational procedure we have here at the Crowne Plaza Adelaide is that we take all of our accommodation deposits one day prior to arrival, and any non-guaranteed bookings are contacted to provide their payment details. One thing that I would do is whistle message all of our guests to inform them that we have had our system go down, but we are still here to provide them with that warm and welcome service they're always used to. Once our PMS system is back up and running, I would be providing courtesy calls to all of our guests, just to make sure if they have any questions, we can answer them for them. Here at the Crowne Plaza Adelaide, sustainability is important to us. We address sustainability by providing guests bulk in-room amenities. We also have our digital compendium on the TV. This includes all of our menus and information about our hotel. Our restaurant have the use of glass reusable water bottles, as well as paper straws and biodegradable takeaway cups. We have a refilling station on level 10 that guests can refill their water bottles without having to purchase plastic ones. Our iPads at check-in also save us on reusing paper and pens. All of our IHG hotels measure the success of sustainability with our IHG Green Engage program. This program is an online, environmentally sustainable system that gives our hotel the means to measure and manage the impact on their environment. We upload our statistics such as energy, gas and electricity. The Crowne Plaza Adelaide also uses the Interrail room automation system. This means that when a key is tapped on the door to the guest's room, this gives power to the room. Therefore, if a guest is not in the room for more than 30 minutes and no censored activity is monitored, all the electricity in the room will switch off. I would like to say thank you for watching, and I hope to meet you all very soon.